that we weren't built for this. But we always knew what this team was capable of. That this team was built different. Knew the fire in our game and the hustle in our step. Nah, last year wasn't a fluke. It was a warning. This city, this team, we don't need your respect. We take it. And when it's win or go home, we go harder. Yes, sir!
Wow. OKC Thunder. Indiana Pacers. As the great S. Carter would say, what more can I say? Let's see what Adam Silver got stepping up for the finals. What's up?
What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. Y'all heard what I said. Sports Entertainment Podcast. Here with your guys tell.
Darn, aka don't
And Diesel D good.
And you just already heard what Diesel D said. We got the NBA Finals coming up. Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. So we have the number 2 offense in the Indiana Pacers going against the number 1 defense in Oklahoma City Thunder, who are number 1 in every defensive statistical category the whole season and in the playoffs. So let's see if really defense wins championships. We got offense versus defense. They've been the best team in the league and had the MVP. Both teams are deep also. Both teams got a bench, so this should be a good battle between the two. All right, so let's go with the series that just ended. With the Pacers, they got it done in 6 games versus the Knicks. How did they get it done against the New York Knicks to advance to the NBA Finals?
How did they get it done? They've been playing like they play all season, running the ball up the court, playing in transition. That's their identity, and that's what they kept on.
I mean, Indiana is just a good all around team. As I said before, this might be the closest team since that 04 Pistons team. Don't nobody care who shine. Although Halliburton did step up like he thought he was winning that finals MVP, like Spicy P wasn't putting in work, and then try to act like at the end. No, nigga, we seen you. But Pacers, nothing changed for the whole game plan all season. The same bluffing we seen in the first 2 series we seen in the conference finals. When Halliburton have a triple-double, he would have damn near no points the next game. When Spicy P go for 28 one game, and then the next game he only got 14. Like, their routine, they stuck to that motherfucker. And they played as a team. At any given time, it was Neesmith game. Then we had a Matherin game, and then he couldn't score the next game. But they
Like that he couldn't score, I couldn't get no time.
But it's like we've all said throughout the playoffs, and it started with Darn. They have this thing where they just don't give up. Now we've seen so many times over the years, and we've seen it so many times in this playoffs. Motherfucker get a 25-point lead. There's 9 minutes left. We see the subs in already.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, while the subs in for the team that quit, the other team still got their starters and running the score up to 35, 40 points.
Sure.
Not the Pacers. It don't matter if it's 3 minutes left and they down by 10. Shit ain't over. So, what really got me, what really sold me on the Pacers,
that game 1,
the fruition that they was really going to the finals, was the plethora of celebrities. I seen in was it game 4 or game 6? It probably was game 6 because you had Paul Triple H Levesque.
Oh, game 4. That was game 4.
They said Halliburton was rocking some DX.
Oh yeah, that was a triple-double game. Well, that was game.
Yeah, that was a triple-double game. Game 4.
Like the Knicks Thibodeau was exposed in my opinion. To me, Thibodeau has always been heralded as this top coach. He's a defensive wizard. And then with the injuries last year, they tried to switch it on him and say, "Oh, he runs his players to the ground." No, he's been doing that for 15 years.
Since he was the Chicago Bulls coach
to Minnesota, that's always been.
And that's the other difference that I told bro. This man, the NBA finally evolved nowadays. You already seen all the Tim Thibodeau's other teams. It was defensive teams, even with Derrick Rose, they didn't score that much. Now look at this Knicks team, and he had people that actually could score.
Yeah,
he was looking like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this?
Yeah, he was like, these motherfuckers can play, but play offense, but Ain't nobody gonna block no shots and get no steals. But you know, Cat call that anytime.
Central Mitchell
He is the most. He's the most weak link of the defense I seen the whole series. Like for him to be so big and so agile, my man just want to hack people and then act like he never fouled.
And getting foul trouble.
He waited too long to get Mitchell Robinson to the series.
Rudy go bad.
I understand Thibodeau got this thing where who's ever clicking with him, he running with him. He don't care if it's a small lineup, a big lineup. But Mitchell Robinson shouldn't have. Once he was back ready to go, you should have had him back as a starter to counterpart those Cat minutes so Cat ain't always got to be down by him since he want to be the best shooting big man. Whatever. I feel like the Knicks beat themselves because they weren't the Knicks. The Knicks saying, oh shit, we got to play the Pacers. And they was trying to play the Pacers up-tempo, fast-paced game. And everybody on the Knicks can't play that game, but like two or three people. Probably Hart, Brunson, and probably McBride. Everybody else, they need a certain pace. They need the plays to start. And once they got down, once they blew that lead,
Game one.
And when they choked, it was a wrap for them. That confidence was done. They could win a game here and there, but the Pacers took their confidence and the series, I believe, in game one. When they lost took that big lead.
And I think Thibodeau took too long to play his bench. That's why Josh Hart played on a little bit of minutes on them games.
That last game.
And Cat, he finally started using his bench, which them people can do something, but he took too long to do that. He should have did that early on in the playoffs. Now it's the conference finals. You expect them to come in and do as much as they could. It's not going to happen.
I agree with you on that. My thing with Thibodeau is he's another one of those coaches that I feel like motherfuckers don't just know how to coach. He just feel like my best players should always be on the floor. There's nothing wrong with New York's bench. The only problem with New York's bench is the way Thibodeau uses it.
Right.
Now, first of all, you don't got to worry about Cat getting in foul trouble, as I said, if he's not playing center to begin with.
Yeah.
And then the minute he get that first fucking foul, you bring his ass over there. Say, sell your ass out. and what do we say about the same way the Nuggets lost in Game 7? If this is the Eastern Conference Finals, this never should be a time where
Cat they both on a bench.
Brunson is not in the game.
They both should be. At least one should be in the game.
You're able to capitalize off of your Deuce McBride, off of your campaigns, off of your Landry Shamis coming in. But when you got OG and Miles McBride is the only person in because Jalen Brunson had played 18 minutes straight and Cat got 3 fouls in the first quarter, you asking for trouble.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like when Mitchell Robinson was doing something, he didn't play him enough. He had him in the game, and then when he come out, he never brings him back in.
He was trying to match.
Unless Cat is in foul trouble.
He was trying to match Miles Turner minutes once he started playing him.
Mitchell Robinson was getting work in
But
the
Rick
game
Carlisle was like, you do know Neesmith got 20, right? I don't need to play Miles Turner. You know Obi Toppin just got 2. Oops, I don't need to play Miles right now.
Right.
So he said he would not bring him in because he's trying to match up big man with big man, bro. Y'all coaches lose because y'all trying to think like the other person instead of playing y'all game and make them play you.
And the thing with Mathurin is a good scorer, so when the Pacers was struggling to score in Game 4 and Game 5, that's when he brought in Mathurin to level that out. That's why Mathurin played that much in Game 6. Because the other people was gone.
Yeah, and like what y'all was saying, basically it was just Indiana's pace. They keep coming at you. Like you said, the Knicks, their defense is not that good, so they just really try to outscore. They have good defensive players, but as a whole, they have individual defenders who are not good defenders. Like Cat and Brunson, they was losing their matchups a lot because they was getting easy buckets. Going past, like you said, you had a game with Neesmith when Siakam gave you 30 a couple of times. Halliburton gave you 30 a couple of times in the triple-double. Nemhard finally had a good game in the last game. Even Obi Toppin had a good game. Like they just keep coming.
My thing
just keep playing hard.
The Knicks, in the simplest sense of my perspective, the Knicks got, as they say, punched in the mouth by an opponent they underestimated because they didn't want to be the New York Knicks. They wanted to be the New York Pacers. And the Pacers, all they wanted to do was they just happy to be here. How many people had the Pacers in their Final Four? So the Pacers like, we just out here playing. The Knicks, they growing crazy. They beating up fans. It's orange and blue skies. We back for the first time. Spike Lee and all the crew on the thing. They acting like Jesus just came back and he landed in New York just for them, the Messiah at the Mecca. And they lost sight of the fact that you got to get there first, bro.
Yeah, all right. So
how did the Pacers know that trade with Siakam was going to work? He's been a back conference finals and now.
Because Siakam is a glue guy. Siakam make things go. That's why he went to conference finals MVP.
Was won and lost in game 1 by the Knicks. Long shot, Halliburton. Oh! Tyrese Halliburton has gone mad. 5 field goals in this quarter. 11 points. Pollock. But Porty can't get it. Donnie is there and a whistle. A performance for the ages, but the fourth quarter was it for Halliburton, and that one was taken from Terre Haute. Man, he was way outside.